Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be going through the first question in the Leaving Cert Computer Science sample paper. So if we scroll down to section A, question 1, we can see the question asks us, for each of the JavaScript Boolean expressions listed below, state whether they evaluate to true or false. So they're looking for a result, and the result is going to be either true or false. If you're having trouble understanding the basics of JavaScript, or you're having problems understanding Boolean operations or logic, I would suggest to go and look at our JavaScript crash course where we cover everything got to do with JavaScript. It'll prepare you more for these type of questions. But if you've already done that, or you feel that you've got a good understanding of JavaScript, then we can start looking at these Boolean expressions. So the first one here is quite simple. You probably see this sign in maths along with computer science. It's just wondering if 7 is greater than 5. So this greater than sign is pointing to 7, so we can say that this first statement is true. Now if we go and move on to our second Boolean expression, we can see we have 7 is greater than 5 again, so it's the same. So we know this is true because we've solved this from our last example. And then we have this AND operator here. So when we have an AND operator, if you remember, both of our statements have to be true. So this statement here is true, but unfortunately this statement here on the right is false. So that would leave our result for this question to be false. And then if we move on to our third Boolean expression, we can see on the left hand side here we have 7 with 2 equals and then 5. So this 2 equals is just a comparison operator. So we want to check to see if 7 is equal to 5, which it's not. They're two different numbers. So this equates to false. And then we have this sign here, which is OR. So with an OR operator, if either of our statements to the right or to the left is true, our result will be true. So you can see on the right hand side here, this expression is true. So if only one of the expressions needs to be true for the result to be true, then we can say that this is also true. Now moving on to our fourth Boolean expression, we have 7 and then we have an exclamation mark equals to 5. So this exclamation mark equals means not equal to. So if we have 7 is not equal to 5, this is true. So we can say that this statement here is true. And then again we have our OR operator here. And remember from our last example, when we have an OR operator, only one of our statements have to be true for the result to be true. So our second result here is false, but it's still okay because this first one here equaled to true. So we can say true for our result here. And for the final Boolean expression in this question 1, we have not equal to false. So not equal to false would be true. And then we have our AND operator. So we know that both of our statements have to be true for our result to be true. And not true is false. So this is the same as saying true and false. So true and false with an AND operator is going to leave us with false because they both need to be true.